I think looking at the politics of Zimbabwe, we are seeing a determination from the Emerson Mnangagwa faction to translate resolution number 1, which talks about the extension of the term of office of Emerson Mnangagwa up to 2030. As I have indicated time and time again, that this term extension should not be narrowly viewed as a term extension, but it should be perceived as actually seeking for a third term, and in other words, actually making sure that Mnangagwa's life presidency ambitions are revived and alive. And at the center of this is the Blessed Geza revolution? Is this very important question? Is the Blessed Geza revolution up to its task? Because at the moment, they would be needed now to do the final push to make sure and never to make mistakes this time around. Are they up to the task? Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So when I remember someone was asking me, I won't reveal the name just to protect that particular person, because he was asking me privately when the Blessed Geza came through the last time. That person asked me a very honest question. Can you tell me, do you think that now Mnangagwa would be removed? Told that person frankly, and I said, no, it's a process. This would be part of the broader processes meant to remove Emerson Mnangagwa. And I actually predicted when I think the appropriate time in which things will intensify and he is likely to go. Of course, the person was very losing patience. I've said, no, this is not your program. This is the program that is carried by other people. We are analyzing from the terraces. I think from the word go, I've always used the word, the process of removing Emerson Mnangagwa is in progress. That is what I said. And I have never said this time around he would be removed. I said the process of it has been an ongoing on, and it is still going on. The fact that you don't see it physically does not mean that it is not actually being carried out privately. There are a lot of things, some of them which are reported, some of them which are not reported. We may hear about them in the future that are happening behind the scenes. I must tell you that Mnangagwa has overstayed his time, and at the moment he is trying to survive, because if he didn't do so much harm to an individual like retired General Chwenga, most probably he could be preparing to hand over power, because behind the scenes, I'm telling you, he understands the frank discussions that are taking place. And you get to hear about the frank discussions. I have always repeated this over and over. From those within the Mnangagwa faction, why would they speak? They are still speaking the language that they were speaking days leading to the conference of 2024. This is the same language that they are still speaking today. They are still on the attack mode. Still attacking retired General Chwenga, attacking, of course, not directly, indirectly, but I'm sure even himself, he gets the message that it is him who is under attack. These people are still actually on the fighting mode. And you hear them saying, anyone who thinks that he can take over power from the president, why are they saying those? Remember, these are the mouthpieces of Mnangagwa. They speak having been given the blessings to speak by Mnangagwa himself. They cannot actually be launching missiles at. Do you think Themba Mliso would be attacking retired General Chwenga left, right, and center and not being arrested if he was just doing it as a commoner. In Zimbabwe, it doesn't happen like that. In fact, in ZANU-PF, things do not work in such a manner. You saw the opposition, Trust, when it wanted to host opposition political parties. What happened to their premises? Nothing was said. It had intentions to host opposition political parties to undertake a live press briefing. What happened to the SEP's offices? They were burnt down. Job Sikala has been vocal against Emerson Mnangagwa. What happened to the offices, to the premises, not the offices rather, of Job Sikala? They petrol bombed his house. Don't ever think what is happening to Masarauri, who is also speaking against Emerson Mnangagwa. They may be plotting similar fashions of attack on individuals such as Tendai and other genuine opposition political activists. And as I have said, the genuine opposition political activists who are fighting against 2030, they should also be extra careful, because within their groups they may be infiltrated. And you know, when you are working with someone thinking that you are fighting on the same trench, you are bound to open your chest, you are bound to say things that if they reach out to the ear of the enemy may eventually target you. In simple terms, at the moment, where we are going to, maybe not just, turning around, is that we are going to see the push for a bill to actually extend the term of office of Emerson Mnangagwa. That is what they are going to be pushing for. Now, in fact, they are pushing it. There is this constitutional court application. You will see it will be fast forwarded. Maybe there may be more, 3 or so, that would be launched again. These constitutional court applications would be fast forwarded. Now, what does this mean? Then the case, as we have been told already, would be dismissed. And then Emerson Mnangagwa's term extension would actually sail through the parliament if it is not opposed. Will he be opposed? Blessed Geza has said, we will fight to remove Emerson Mnangagwa. If it means going into the streets and fight, we will do so that Emerson Mnangagwa does not see 2030. So that is where we are going. It appears it has been a war of words, of course, targeting some in terms of violence. But where this war is going, it will translate from being the war of words to be a physical war very, very soon. And it will happen so swift and so sudden, and it will be uncontrollable. That is what, unfortunately, Mnangagwa, once he understands this himself, when he sits in a private space, he understands it well. That is why he has never spoken against Blessed Geza or mentioned his name. He has never also spoken against retired General Chwenga. Even if he is responding to them, he sent gullible individuals like Ziambi, the bootlickers, to do the job, soiling themselves in the process, and they would be at the receiving end post the Emerson Mnangagwa regime. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time